Good evening and welcome to the September 10th, 2024 meeting of the Abington Board of School Directors. I note the attendance of all board members with the exception of Dr. Mowry, who is excused. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The Abington Board of School Directors has convened this evening's meeting at the Administration Building, and the public is welcome. In consideration of the health and safety of the school community, this meeting is also being broadcast live on the Abington School District YouTube channel. The meeting is being recorded and will be accessible on the district's website and cable channel no later than Friday, September 13th, 2024, to allow those members of the public who cannot participate to view the proceeding at a later time. Comments from citizens will be conducted in person and by phone. Information regarding participating remotely in public comment will be displayed on the screen at the time of public comment, and the board thanks the public in advance for its cooperation. This is truly a place where we respect and hold dignity in high regard, and therefore both your voices and your presence are welcome in this space. Dr. Fetcher, any additional agenda items for this evening?
I would like to make one announcement if possible.
Yes, please.
All right. I would like to take a moment to congratulate our Abington Senior High School English teacher, Miss Julie Bowles, on recently being inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame of her alma mater, James Madison University. Miss Bowles was a collegiate athlete on both the university's field hockey and lacrosse teams. This background would later prove useful as Miss Bowles coached the Abington Senior High School girls lacrosse team from 2002 to 2010. I would like to take a moment to just congratulate Ms. Bowles on this exciting honor, and on and off the field as an excellent English teacher, but also an excellent athlete as well.
Excellent. Congratulations. What an honor. Any additional agenda items to be brought out before my fellow board members before we go into comments from board members? Mr. Allen?
Nothing, thank you.
Ms. Frazier?
Welcome, everyone.
Ms. Eisenhart?
Yeah, good evening and welcome.
Ms. Spalding?
Good evening, everybody. And I know you probably hear it enough, but tomorrow's the 23rd anniversary of 9/11. Let's not forget that day.
Thank you. Mr. Muhammad?
Good evening, everyone.
Ms. Fazy?
Good evening, everyone.
Ms. Hartman?
Welcome, everyone.
Dr. Fetcher, any welcomings?
Oh, good evening and welcome. Yes.
Thank you very, very much. I must steal a moment. Today is my 13-year-old's birthday, so I just wanted to honor him and thank him for allowing me to be here because he probably wanted his mommy at home. So thank you, son. I love you. And this month is Hispanic Heritage Month, so I do encourage everyone to read, to enjoy, to learn about cultures that are different from your own. And with that being said, we can begin with our student council representatives.
Great. I'm going to ask Bryson Edmonds to come forward from Abington Senior High School.
Good evening, Ms. Brown, Dr. Fetcher, and the members of the Board of School Directors. My name is Bryson Edmonds, and I am the Student Council President for Abington Senior High School. I hope you all had a restful and relaxing summer. Students returned to school on September 4th, officially kicking off the start of the 2024-25 school year. Students are adjusting to new rules and policies, and it will only get easier as we move through the year. Last Tuesday, September 3rd, the class of 2025 woke up early to watch the sunrise together. It is a tradition that seniors gather at the beginning of the year and then again at the end of the year to watch the sunrise and sunset. This year, Abington Senior Sunrise was featured on 6 ABC News. Athletics are off and running. Each team has been working hard and showing great sportsmanship. We have our first of many upcoming acknowledgments in field hockey. Maeve Link won the preseason Bucks and Montgomery County Top Field Hockey Player Award. There were over 60 athletes nominated for this award. The Abington Senior High School students in the class of 2025 have also qualified as National Recognition Program recipients through the College Board. These students qualify to apply for these various programs based off their performance on the 2023 PSAT and NMSQT. The following is the breakdown. 13 students won the National African American Recognition Program. 6 students were recognized for the National First Generation Students Program. And 4 students were recognized for the National Hispanic Recognition Program. Lucy Meck, a junior at Abington Senior High School, competed in the 2024 AAU National Taekwondo Championship in Fort Lauderdale, tongue twister, and won a gold medal. Lucy is now the National Taekwondo Champion.
All right.
Can we give it a round of applause for Lucy? Lucas Meyer, a rising sophomore in music technology and M3 at the high school, who was listed as an honorable mention for the 2023 to 2024 Technology Institute for Music Education Composition Festival in the category of Original Composition. The College Board has awarded 10 students with AP Capstone Distinction / AP Capstone Diploma based on the scores released from the 2024 AP Examination Administration. Approximately 21,000 students at participating AP Capstone schools around the world earned this distinction. AP Capstone is not an easy program and requires 2 years of dedication and persistence. It is a huge accomplishment for these students to not only have to complete the program, but to have earned recognition for their outstanding performance on the exam. Going into this new year, there are infinite possibilities. My goal is to make this year full of great accomplishments, achievements, and fun. I hope to work with all of you to not only make this the best year for the graduating class of 2025, but to make this a memorable year for all of Abington Senior High School. Thank you and have a nice evening. Respectfully submitted, Bryson Edmonds.
Thank you, Bryson. A lot going on in a short time. So we're happy to hear that, and the accomplishments of the students are pretty amazing. And our students are out there making a huge difference and putting Abington in great spotlights. And I want to just personally thank all those students for their hard work as well. I'm going to ask Shane Osborne from Abington Middle School to come forward.
Good evening, Mrs. Brown, Dr. Fetcher, and members of the Board of School Directors. I am Shane Osborne, and I am on the Executive Board of the Student Council for Abington Middle School. The Student Council is looking forward to reorganizing for the 2024-2025 school year. Student leaders anticipate running service projects such as Thanksgiving food drive and other school-wide events such as Culture Day. Student Council reps also look forward to joining this school board meeting at the beginning of each month. On Tuesday, September 3rd, 127th and 8th graders, web leaders, welcomed 700 incoming 6th graders to Abington Middle School. The web leaders facilitated team building activities, small group tours of our building, helped students open their lockers, and offered their advice on the middle school experience, and helped get the 6th graders off to a great start to the school year. Mrs. Sneed and Miss Mignon are excited to sponsor Character Cafe again this year. Character Cafe is a book club where students come together to talk about recommended books to their peers. We will meet monthly in the library after school. For athletics, we already have a number of interest meetings to start the year. Some meetings will take place this week while other teams started practice already. Lastly, we will soon host our annual activity fair to help kick off our signups for our clubs and activities. We are excited that signups have started for some groups. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shane. Again, a lot going on. I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the web leaders for their time, but also the impact that has on new students. So peers helping other peers navigate a new experience, but also be able to ask questions and calm some nerves. It's just, it's a great experience, and I'm glad that we have this opportunity for that to occur, but I want to thank the students for that extra time and dedication to be those leaders, to welcome the students, and also be a source, and I encourage them to be a source throughout the school year if there are questions, and to continue those relationships to help and mentor each other.
Indeed. Indeed. Thank you for that. And thank you to our student council representatives. We appreciate and enjoy your voices. Dr. Fetcher, can you please proceed with this evening's honors?
Yes, Ms. Brown. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Ali Artur, Communications Coordinator, to share one video highlighting recent media coverage of Abington School District.
Good evening, Dr. Fetcher, Mrs. Brown, and members of the board. As Bryson shared, 6ABC was out at Abington Senior High School's campus last week for the annual Senior Sunrise tradition, which is the way that the class of 2025 marks the milestone of the start of their senior year. And that event is bookended in June with their tradition of the senior sunset. So I'm happy to share this clip with you this evening.
It's time to get back on the school bus. More schools across our area are welcoming students back to class this week. Today will mark the first day of school in Abington, Montgomery County, and it's a special day for the class of 2025 at Abington High as they ring in the new school year with their annual Senior Sunrise event. And this is a wonderful idea. The action cam is live as the tradition gets underway. The seniors start the day outside, watching the sunrise come up together. And then the follow-up will come at the end of the school year in June when they gather once more to watch the sunset. But as you see, you can see the kids out there. You know, it's a little chilly out there this morning. They've got their sweatshirts on. They're in little groups, but they're starting the year off making memories. They will always remember a little cornhole. They will always remember that senior year, a special time to go through together. So have a great year to them and their parents. It's tough because the parents are already looking ahead to the next big milestone.
The Eagle.
Go Birds.
Yes. Thank you for that, and thank you for keeping the Eagles clip just slightly in there as well.
Yes, appreciate that.
That's all the honors we have this evening.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and congrats to our seniors. It's going to be an amazing year for you. We will move forward with agenda item number 4, which is comments from citizens. Comments from citizens are being conducted both in person and by phone. The phone number to participate in public comment is 267-715-3717 and is featured on the screen at this time. You can call in on your landline or mobile phone. If you're within the room, there are mics to the left and to the right of you. Please be sure to state your name and address. Mr. Green, I look to you to let me know how long we should wait for the lines, please.
We do not have any callers on the line.
Thank you for confirming that. Ms. Eisenhart, can you please read the recommendation to approve the August meeting minutes? Agenda item number 6, please.
Thank you. That the Board of School Directors approves the minutes of the board meeting on August 13, 2024, and the board meeting on August 27, 2024.
Second.
We have a second. This is a voice vote. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Ayes have it, and motion carries. Ms. Eisenhart, can you please read the recommendation for approval of the personnel addenda?
That the Board of School Directors approves the changes in personnel as reflected in personnel addendas number 7.1 and 7.1A and confidential addendum number 7.1B.
Second.
We have a second, Dr. Fetcher.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. The personnel addenda begins with a request for leaves of absence for one professional employee, the appointment of 2 professional staff members, the rehire of 1 current long-term substitute for the 2024-2025 school year, and the change of status for 1 professional employee, Dr. Fred Johnson. Yes, I said doctor, who has completed all requirements and earned his doctorate from Holy Family University. Dr. Johnson has served the Abington School District for 19 years, and so we congratulate him as well.
Thank you. Questions or comments from the board? Congratulations, Dr. Johnson. Thank you for your continued service in the district. Ms. Flanagan?
Mr. Allen?
Aye.
Ms. Frazier?
Aye.
Ms. Eisenhart?
Aye.
Ms. Spalding?
Aye.
Mr. Mohammed?
Aye.
Ms. Fazy?
Aye.
Ms. Hartman?
Aye.
Mrs. Brown?
Aye. Ayes have it, and motion passes. Ms. Eisenhart, can you please read the recommendation for permits for the use of buildings and grounds?
That the Board of School Directors approves the applications for permits for use of buildings and grounds as reflected in addendum number 8.1. All permits are subject to change per the provisions of the health safety plan pertaining to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Second.
We have a second. Dr. Fetcher.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. The permit addendum reflects typical requests for buildings and grounds for meetings and other school events and activities for this time of year. I bring your attention to permit number 115 for the Abington Senior High School Fall Play, Midsummer Night's Dream, which will be held at Abington Senior High School Auditorium on November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Also, permit numbers 122 and 123, which are for Abington Senior High School Spring Musical, Anastasia, the Musical, which will be held at the Abington Senior High School Auditorium on February 27th and 28th and March 1st. And permit number 131, which is for Abington, to be held at Abington Senior High School on March 21st. So we're getting everything ready for the year.
Any questions or comments? Okay. A big thank you to everyone who helps to run a club. The musicals are something to look forward to, so I know everyone is going to work hard for that. Ms. Flanagan?
Mr. Allen?
Aye.
Ms. Frazier?
Aye.
Ms. Eisenhart?
Aye.
Ms. Spalding?
Aye.
Mr. Mohammed?
Aye.
Ms. Feasy?
Aye.
Ms. Hartman?
Aye.
Mrs. Brown?
Aye. Ayes have it, and motion passes. Dr. Fetcher, any additional supports for this evening?
Yes, Ms. Brown, I provide the capital improvement projects report for your information.
Thank you. Questions or comments from the board? That takes us to agenda item number 11, which is comments from citizens. Comments from citizens are being conducted both live and in person. The phone number to participate in public comment is 267-715-3717. You may call in using any phone that you have. If there are speakers within the room, please be sure to state your name and address.
We do not have any callers on the line.
Thank you so much. Closing comments from my fellow board members. Mr. Allen?
Nothing, thank you.
Ms. Frazier?
Have a good evening.
Ms. Eisenhart?
Good night, and thanks for coming out.
Ms. Spalding?
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Mohammed?
Good night, everyone.
Ms. Fazy?
Have a good night and take good care.
Ms. Hartman?
Good night, everyone.
Dr. Fetcher?
I just wanted to take a moment to recognize September 11th being tomorrow. And I know that our schools all have announcements, activities, et cetera. And for our students to continue to remember those who lost their lives. And I'd like to also tonight, as our board meeting is on the eve of September 11th, to take that moment and also recognize what tragedies occurred on that day.
I can distinctly remember where I was when it was happening, and it is something to remember, especially what happened after that, how people came together and supported one another. That was not the end of the story, but it was a big part of the story. With that being said, this meeting is adjourned. Everyone, please have a good evening.